Hiya all, Dominic Chofer here again, welcome to another video. Hope you're having a good day today, hope life's going good for all of you, and I also hope you've been enjoying the content I've been uploading lately too. Now this video is going to be something Doctor Who related, and it's actually going to be about my thoughts of the Doctor's regeneration cycle, and could it become more complicated or complex in the far future. Now for those who are unaware, when it comes to Doctor Who, the Doctor, a Time Lord or Time Lady, has an ability called Regeneration, and what this ability is, pretty much brings them back to life after an injury or if they are near death. And the way that this cycle, works for Time Lords or Time Ladies is that they have a 13 life cycle where they are able to regenerate 12 times. And once they reach the end of their cycle, they are actually unable to come back to life. So once they are on their 13th life, death, they pretty much end up dying if they become injured or grow old or whatever. They've got no more, regenerations after that and stuff. And obviously that's no exception with the Doctor as well. And obviously the Doctor's regeneration cycle has been quite interesting in its own way. Now, currently, we are on the 13th Doctor. So a lot of people might just assume, okay, well, the Doctor is on her 13th life. She's got no more regenerations. That's it. That's actually not true. And she's actually on her 15th life. So she is. So a lot of people might be wondering, well, where do you get 13 from 15? Like, where the heck do you get that from? Now, obviously we have to, go back to the past and stuff. 2013 is where the numbering somewhat properly changed. Now, in the 50th anniversary special, obviously we have the War Doctor. And the War Doctor is an incarnation between the 8th and 9th Doctors. Now, the reason why the Doctor didn't accept him was because of the fact that he'd fought in the Time War and he'd become a warrior. So because of that, he did not accept him as the Doctor. But, towards the end of the War Doctor's life, he fully accepted the name Doctor before regenerating, but obviously forgot that due to the timelines changing for all incarnations of the Doctor. So that's what happened. But overall, he still counts because the 8th Doctor did regenerate into the War Doctor, and then the War Doctor regenerated into the 9th. So that technically counts. So the way that would work is obviously you've got numbers 1 through 8. No change there. That's fine. Then obviously you've got the War Doctor, who's number 9. You got the 9th Doctor, number 10. Then you got the 10th Doctor, who's number 11. And again, this is another change as well. We actually see the 10th Doctor regenerate twice, so we do. So that actually makes him numbers 11 and 12, so he does. And the 10th Doctor's first regeneration from Series 4 questioned a lot of people, so it did. Because people always wondered, did that actually count? Does it not? And Russell T Davies in 2008 actually came out of a statement and stated that that did not count as one of the Doctor's 12 regenerations. But with Stephen Moffat in 2013, as he calls himself a boxman, he actually counted it as a regeneration. So he did. So because of that, that makes the 10th Doctor numbers 11 and 12. Then we get to the 11th Doctor, so we do, where he is the 13th Doctor. In the 2013 Christmas special, Time of the Doctor, he's at the end of his life. He's got no more regenerations until the Time Lords, through the crack in the wall, grant him a new set of a new regeneration cycle. So because of that, he regenerates into the 12th Doctor, which is technically the 14th. Then so on and so forth. Then the 13th Doctor, after regenerating, is now the 15th incarnation. So yeah, that's just the way it goes and stuff. But we've seen instances where people have questioned, well, that happened. Well, what happened there? And obviously, we'll look at Series 6. Now, Series 6 obviously started off with the 11th Doctor from the future, shot in mid-regeneration. And obviously everyone, just believed that was the Doctor. But in the end of that series, the Doctor ends up faking his death, so he does, where he ends up getting the Tesselector to fake his death and use a regeneration glow just to make it seem legitimate and real, so he does. Because obviously no one knew that the 11th Doctor had no more regenerations. So yeah. So with that, a lot of people has questioned, well, what happened there? That doesn't count as a regeneration because it wasn't the Doctor and it was just a simulation done by the Tesselector. So yeah. Then we get to series 7, so we do. And the episode, the Angels take Manhattan. And in the episode, we see obviously River has broken a wrist, and we see the Doctor heal her wrist with some of his regeneration energy. So again, a lot of people question that, and I think even Steve Moffat came out and stated, well, the Doctor hasn't got a lot of regeneration energy left. So obviously it wouldn't really affect him, and that's what was sort of said. But again, it always questioned a lot of people. So it did. Then we get to series 9. So we do. And we see the 12th Doctor sacrifice some of his regenerative energy for Davros, even though he ends up tricking him. Even though he knows he's tricking him, you know what I mean? But he ends up getting tricked by Davros to sacrifice some of his energy to save him. And for many years, I always counted that as a regeneration, but officially, it's not being counted. So because of that, does that make the regeneration count a little bit different? Does it add one on? I don't know, you know what I mean? But again, it's always these little scenes where we see the Doctor, use a bit of energy and, people always question it. That's how it goes. Then we get to series 10, and this was one that really made me think this. We see the 12th Doctor be shot by Bill, where he starts regenerating. So, obviously he starts regenerating, then he just automatically just stops it. So he does. So thinking like that, does that count as regeneration? I don't know. And in the far future, if they keep doing that, it's going to annoy a lot of people. So it is. I think because of, continuity and stuff. Because if they can do it for, Stolen Earth and Journey's End, why can they not do it for maybe a future episode? Because in the Live Land, it did technically use regeneration energy. But it's not officially counted, but it should be. So it's just, it's just the way it goes, really. Because the way that works, obviously the Doctor is on her 15th life. She's got 11 regenerations left, so she has. But what about the 12th Doctor, wasting energy twice throughout his life? Does that count? You know what I mean? A lot of people might say, well, no, it doesn't technically count, but it should do, if you know what I mean and stuff. But it's just something that's really made me think that and stuff. And I'm worried that we might see that in the far future, because, again, it's something to think about. It really, really is. Could we see maybe in Series 12 the 13th Doctor use energy? Could she maybe heal herself with regenerative energy? And could that count? I mean? It's just little things to really think about. And that's, just little things, that I, think about and stuff. And a lot of people might just think, oh, well, Dominic's a bit of a nerd when it comes to Doctor Who. Yeah, I like Doctor Who. I'm a bit of a geek with that, you know what I mean? But it's just something to think about because the numbering's so changed, you know what I mean? We might even see, I don't know, in the far future, maybe the 13th Doctor regenerate twice. And that might count, you know what I mean? It's just little things to think about, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I just like to think about that sort of stuff, and it does make a lot of people wonder, does it count, does it not, and stuff, but it's just the way it goes, really. So, could we see it become more complicated in the far future? I think we could do. I think we really, really could do. So I just want to say thanks for watching the video. I know it's a little bit different and stuff, but I just wanted to you know, share my thoughts and views about that and stuff. And I think for anyone who's into Doctor Who and likes the programme, and I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, by the way. So I just want to say enjoy the rest of your day. Alex will be seeing you on Friday. And obviously I'll be making another video on Saturday. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later. Oh, and just to let you all know, that teaser for the Mystery Fanboy will still be coming up on Saturday. So I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all later. Bye. I just thought I'd make one last thing to say. If I was actually curious, if you actually want me to say all of the 15 incarnations of the Doctor, here we go. William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, John Hurt, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and Jodie Whittaker.